called determinants. And let me make sure I spell it right. Determinants of a matrix of matrices, and something called Cramer's rule. Okay? So we're still going to be working with some matrices, but we'll be doing a little bit more work. It's not more work, just something different.
It is more work there?
Yeah. So remember, a matrix is an array of numbers or elements arranged in rows and columns. Okay. A square matrix, and this would be kind of just a word to know. A square matrix is a matrix that has the same number of rows and columns. Okay? So the easiest one to start with is a 2 by 2. 2 by 2 matrix has the form A, B, C, D. Okay? Everybody remember that? Something like that? These A's, B's, and C's are just numbers, any numbers that we have. And this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay? So the first thing that we want to do is talk about the determinant. Of a 2 by 2 matrix, like above. It's written, now instead of brackets, the brackets just give us our matrix, but instead of brackets we write it with solid lines here. Now one way to remember this is you can sort of think of this as absolute values, right? It looks kind of like absolute value of a number. So we're taking, in some ways you can think of it as that for a matrix. But then this is defined to be, okay? So you have to do a couple of things. First you have to multiply A and D. So A, D, and then you subtract the multiplying B and C. Okay, so you think, you have your determinant of this matrix is you take these two and multiply them, and then you subtract the multiplication of these two, or the product of these two. So let's start with an example. Let's look at the determinant for the matrix 3, 2, 6, 9. So what do? 9 times 3, or 3 times 9, the same thing as what? 27. Minus 6 times 2 is 12. And then what does this equal? 27 minus 12? 15. And that's it. So the determinant of a matrix will give you a regular number. Okay, just a regular number. Have you guys done this before? Let's look at another one. Somebody have a question? Negative 20. Now you have to be a little careful with your negative signs here. Okay. Negative 20 times a 4 is negative 80. And then you have minus. That minus is coming from the definition of our determinant. Here's the definition or the rule. Okay? So negative 20 times 4 is negative 80. Then minus from the definition. But then what's negative 8 times 1? So you're subtracting a negative 8. You have to remember to put that minus a negative 8. And what is this? Negative 80. plus 8, if you want to take that step, and then this is negative 72. This is example 1, example 2, example 3. Determinant of 5, that's a 5, 1, negative 5, negative 1. Everyone try that on their own. You probably want to try it on your own because the next one's your problem of the day. So this is a negative 5 minus a negative 5. And this is negative 5 plus 5. And this is equal to 0. How many of you got that? Perfect. Problem of the day. Do it easy. Get it, easy one, get it out of the way today. Problem of the day number... we're on 7 or 8? 7. I'll fix the numbers, but today's date is 3/12/14. Is that right? 13? 13. So do the determinant of, I'll just pick one out of your homework, I guess. Negative 7, negative 7, negative 6, negative 4. Take your time with your arithmetic and the negatives.